always felt as a surfer, you always crave more, always. Regardless of if you had an epic session, you're like, oh, I remember that one turn, I could have pushed a little bit harder. There's always progression. I never really had the idea like, okay, I'm gonna be a big wave surfer, never. I was kind of lost maybe for a year or two. I was doing some video parts, and as soon as the Jaws paddle-in movement started, I was like, oh, maybe it's possible, it's still crazy. All the Maui boys started doing it, and I was like, hey, these are all my friends that I grew up with, like, I want in on it too. But my first session out at Piahi was crazy. I got the phone call like, it's perfect size, it's not too big, it's a good warm-up day. Come down. We showed up down at the cliff. It was no wind. The first wave I caught, I just went straight. And halfway down, I was like, I made it! I made it! And then I had to jump off and got pretty pounded, but I came up and everybody's like worried, like, are you okay? And it almost felt good to get that over with. I was like, okay, I feel good. That session was awesome. I ended up breaking my leash. My board went on the rocks, had to swim in on the rocks. Crazy day.
Paige is special because she's doing things that women surfers aren't doing right now. She can surf waves from 2 feet to 25 feet, paddle in, she gets barreled. Whatever the conditions may be, she'll bring it.
I was down in Mexico in May. A bunch of friends were going down for a good south swell. Was just starting to get the feel for the wave and my board and what was going on, and I bottom turned and it wasn't hollow. It just lit me in the head super hard. I don't even know which way my shoulder went. Instantly knew something was really bad. Like, it hurt extremely bad, but it hadn't really hit me yet. And as soon as I came up for a breath, I was like, I'm screwed. They got me up on the ski and had my arm wrapped up in a jacket and brought me up the beach, and I was in so much pain. Dislocated and fractured the head of my humerus, but I didn't know that I'd fractured it for probably 10 more days till I got back to Maui. I feel like this injury's definitely stick with me for the rest of my life. It was a pretty traumatic experience, and it's been a really long road of recovery. I try not to think about it when I'm out at Jaws, but it's also like, that's all that's on my mind sometimes. Like, don't fall, I don't want your shoulder to pop out. I kind of have to go with it. If I miss these swells, I'll be kicking myself. Why didn't you go? I feel like I've worked my way up as far as big wave surfing. I feel like at least my Maui crew that know me and some of the big wave surfers that I've become friends with now respect me as a surfer. Something inside of all of us big wave surfers, we all thrive on that feeling of overcoming that fear of being scared that that huge 20-foot set is coming, but also knowing that you want to catch it. My goal in life is to inspire other women and other people in general to live their dreams, and I'm living mine every single day. I don't think there's a standard for a woman in any sport, and especially big wave surfing. Like, I want to be out there and catch the biggest waves out there, and I feel like I'm still working up to being up there with the top dogs, but I don't see any reason why a woman can't be out there doing it.